straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will put toe to leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense has great field position after that return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USC's offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
The give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Fowler. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
He's at a 22. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first.
And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. No huddle offense to the line. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now improvising. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it first and 10 from the 37. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Looking for more room. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback is snowed under. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to set.
Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Huskers are flying down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking for the score. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Husker.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right now.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 1st down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're bringing heat. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way. He wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Cornhuskers line it up with a 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the punishment has been extended. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that one. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home.
Oh, it's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Horn. And they make the tackle, not before he gets to first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Escapes trouble. Touchdown, Huskers! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hilton. The comeback on target. At the 45 on its way. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 of the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up first and 10 at the 19. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jeff. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Huskers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
To the air, it's Hilton. Keeps looking downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the mark, trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch on the left. And he breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA.